Hi all. So in this video, we will try to create a simple addition program in Java and try to utilize aggregation concept and inheritance concept with the same program. So I have already created, I am using IntelliJ as a IDE, and I have already created a new simple Java project. I have named it as addition with inheritance and aggregation. As usual, you will have a source folder. So first step, we will try to create a package. So always have the habit of creating a package, and inside the package you can create Java classes. So I will just give. So when you create a package, make sure you start with small letter. It is a part of uh, Java's no camel casing. So I'll give sum of integers. You can give anything. So right click new, and I'm giving Java class. So here I'm giving sum of two numbers. I see a class created. So in simple words, I'll just write the functionality first. So public static void main. So here, let's say I'm giving int a equal to 5 and b equal to 10. Now I give int sum. So now to calculate the sum, I have to give sum equal to a plus b, and I am printing that sum here. So this is the function. So let's say I want to put it in a method. I'm creating a method here, public. So I'll return it to the main method. So I'm giving it as int public int addition, and always have the habit of passing parameters. So I'm giving number 1, and I'm giving one more variable int number 2. This is for reusability. So now I just give this allow. So instead of here, so we create it as method. So instead of a plus b, it should be number 1 plus number 2, and you can print the sum here. So it is very simple method that we are using. Since it's has to return integer type, so I have to return something here the last time. That's why it's showing error here. So we will return sum. So now the error is gone. Now to call this method, how we will do it is we'll create an object for this, right? So just small s to differentiate between the class name and object name. So I've created it. Now we can use and call this method addition. I can pass any number. Okay. So I actually have to have this printed here because it is returning. Okay. So I wanted to show the difference. So if you actually give this after the return statement, it will show you that it's a dead or unreachable statement. Okay. So always when you return it, capture that wherever you call it. So instead of writing sum here, I'll try to write it here. System dot out dot println, just print sum. When I call it, automatically the value will be displayed here. So let's run it now. This main method. Alright, sum is 7. Now let's say I want to use aggregation concept. So when you use aggregation concept, you are actually creating a different class, okay, and then I'll show you. So for example, we have the sum of two integers. I'll create one more new class, okay, here main method class for differentiation. So I created one more class. So let's say in this main method, instead of having it in the same class, I want to have it in this class, okay. So here if you see, again simply what I'm doing is, this did not throw any error. Why? Because I have already created an object of this class sum of two numbers inside this main method class. So this is the simplest way of you achieving aggregation, which means in one method you are trying to create object, I mean in one class you are trying to create object of another class. So in main method class you try to create object of sum of two numbers class, and with this object you can actually try to use the methods of the sum of two numbers class. There is no error. So let's say I run this method, I'll not be getting any error. Okay, same I got, and there is no connection between this main method class and sum of two numbers class. So I'll create one more class here. I'll create it as inheritance sum of two numbers, okay. By mistake it got son of two numbers. Sorry about that. I'll try to rename it. Right click, refactor, rename. It's sum of two numbers. Alright. So now let's say I don't want to create this object like this. So in that case, what I'm doing is, this class I'll try to make it parent class. So I have to use inheritance concept. So I'll extend that class. So now in this class, let's say I want to use public static void main string args. Okay, now now instead of creating this class's object sum of two numbers object, I can just create my current class's object in case I'm using it in main method. So I'll give like child object equal to, okay, now I can give child object dot addition of 3 comma 4. So if you are utilizing inheritance, this is how you'll run it. Easiest way at least. Okay, it runs. We still see. Oh, we did not print it, right? So I'll have to print this. System, sum. So when you print it, it will automatically print. Okay. So when there is a question of how you have to try to utilize aggregation and inheritance, this is how you use it. But it's completely up to the developer which concept he has to use. Hope this was helpful. Thank you.